Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This one's going to contain some naughty language. I'm sorry about that. I saw this article, and oh boy, it is a rough one to read. So the title is, and again, I apologize for the naughty words, but Harvard hires drag queen named LaWhore Vagistan as visiting professor. And the whole shtick here is said drag queen is of Pakistani heritage and basically, I can't remember the name of the city in Pakistan, but it's Lahore, Pakistan, or something like that. So it's a play on Lahore, Pakistan. LaWhore Vagistan. Anyways, let's go ahead and go through this. So, Harvard University, the former prestigious University of Harvard, has hired this individual to teach a class on RuPaul's Drag Race. So, one of the most prestigious universities in the world that produces, people like CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, heads of three-letter agencies in our government, even presidents, they can take a class taught by LaWhore Vagistan on RuPaul's Drag Race. And I know when it comes to these classes, they're kind of like, more than likely they're God, what's the freaking term? Extracurricular activities. That's kind of like a give me, but still, the fact that they're bringing this in, and I know why they're doing it, it's to create buzz for Harvard like this, because all it is now is instead of teaching kids, it's doing this kind of stuff. That's how they make their money. So, the individual's actual name is Kareem Alphabet. I'm not going to actually read their name on here out of respect. Even though it's for a news story and all that stuff, I'm not going to do that. I would not appreciate it if it happened to me. So I'm not going to read it. So the individual came from Tufts University, which I'm familiar with. Tufts. I can't pronounce it. And they will teach in the study of gender and sexuality program. So, I'm happy for this individual. It's probably a dream for them to teach in Harvard, but I'm sad for the students, and I'm sad for what those students will eventually become, heads of tech companies and Fortune 500 companies, people who manage the companies that, like I work for. Hello. Basically, they dictate to us everything from what we buy, what we do, all the way to policy, how our country is run and all that stuff. And this person here is teaching them. I mean, really think about that. That's quite a scary thought in my book. So here's an actual image of this person, even though this is the more famous image. Oh Lord. In an interview with their own drag persona published by Johns Hopkins University, she Oh, Lord. So it says right here from an interview, my name is LaWhore Vagistan. My preferred pronouns are she or auntie. I chose Lahore because my family traces its origins to Pakistan. Lahore. Okay, so it is Lahore, Pakistan. I thought it was Lahore, but no, it's actually pronounced Lahore. And then, of course, it says, well, I'm a bit of a whore. Oh, God. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, God, I hate this so much. At least they're only teaching 2 classes over the course of 2 semesters. Queer Ethnography in the fall and RuPaulitics. I mean, granted, I appreciate the turn of phrase there, RuPaulitics. Drag, Race, and Desire in the spring. So they're not going to be there long, but still. And then the fact that they came from another university, Tufts University, and they've been in academia for quite a while, like, that's not good. Guys, come on. Like, I get it. You know, the university's trying to stir up a little bit of the pot in order to make money, but I guess Harvard just didn't get the memo that this is kind of on the outs. You know, maybe I'm the ignorant one. Maybe, like, I'm not aware. But last time I checked, a lot of people finally turned on, you know, things like drag queens and the trans community and all that stuff because of just the constant inundation. I mean, this year's Pride Month, like, barely any companies changed their logo. I think Xbox was one of them that did. But maybe I'm wrong on that. I could have swore Target didn't, because, you know, when I was in Targets, because I deal with Targets for shopping every once in a while, I didn't notice any Pride stuff during that month, and I'm very aware when Pride happens, you know, because everyone talks about Pride, even though, you know, it may not be a good or bad or whatever. But, like, this is just headache inducing. Like, it really is just headache inducing, because it's constantly in your face, and everyone says, okay, well, you don't have to participate in it. The problem is this is me being forced to participate in it, because, again, you know, those people who are going to go and take this class, they're going to be freaking senators, congressmen, heads of state. They're going to be, you know, in my life regardless of what I want from them or not. You know? Like, I'm not going to have a choice in the matter if this goes the way it goes. And that's kind of the problem I have with it, is how does... What was the classes that this individual is going to teach? Queer ethnography. Queer ethnography. God, I can't even... I'm just so blown away that I can't even pronounce words right now. Queer ethnography and RuPaulitics. How does that, you know, improve society? I guess is the term that I'm trying to come up with. But, oh my God. I just... I can't wait for a future presidential election where the individual's resume included RuPaulitics as a class they studied in Harvard in 2025. You know, like, that's just going to be so... it's not just mind-blowing. It's more just like, I feel like Peter when he hits his knee when running, waving the golden ticket around, and he's just holding his knee going, but the pain is in my head. Anyways, I'm going to end this video because, quite frankly, I'm already tired of talking about it. It was a short article. If you want to read the article, sure. I mean, you know, there's that person right there. You saw that picture, you saw that picture, and you saw that picture. That's pretty much the article. Shock and awe. Anyways, I hope you have a great day and a great week. Thank you. Bye.